Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony with Synertree. Thanks for joining me today. Today I want to talk about setting a rope in a tree when you don't have a pole saw or a throw ball. So let's just say you're in that situation. So you grab your rope and you're taking a look and you're like, man, the first crotch is about 20 feet. This one I'm going to try to hit is about 20 feet. So, okay. So what I do, one of the things I do is I kind of tie a monkey fist. All right. So make these tight and compact. So think of aerodynamic when you're making this. It's all sloppy, long, different lengths. You're going to throw it and it's going to be real sloppy. So keep these nice, tight, and compact. All right, this is going to be similar to your throw ball. All right, so if it's a real big, smooth crotch, you don't have to worry about the weight being too much. You'll be able to get it through there. Tight crotch with some rough bark, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, so you're going to have weight on it. So we're going to tie this up. Okay, now we're going to isolate this, which means we're going to make this so this can't come out. All right. So just like that, because this is a high crotch that I'm going to try to hit. I would say it's at least 20 feet. So I don't know if I'm going to, if I knew I was going to get it on my first shot, then I would tie a different knot, and I'll show you what that is. Now, another thing you could do with this, you just tie this, and instead of isolating it, you just put this through there like this. All right. So when this comes out, it's going to go over the crotch. This will naturally pull out, and then this coil will unspin. All right. So, but with this one, I know it might take a few tries. So we're just going to isolate this one off. Now, another thing you could do with these, I do sometimes, especially if you're up in the tree and the crotch is in front of you, kind of, right? So I will tie a bowline on the end of one of these, usually on the tail. So we can take this tail out just so I can show you. So I tie a bowline on this. This way, when I do hit the crotch, if it's not coming right back to me, if I can't get it to come back to me, now I have a spot that is easily visible and designated to have the pole saw hook onto, right like this. Okay, so now this is right at the bottom of it. Now if it gets a little too long, you could also keep this up in your hand as well. This way it's not creating any lag. All right, so we got this set up. We'll run it like that. The same thing as if you're on the ground in a real tight crotch, if you can't get it to flip down, you get the pole saw on this. If you get it on this, you can, if you don't have it on all four of them, it'll pull this out of place and get it all whacked. So just want to set this up right. Give yourself a better chance for success, right? All right, so we're going to try to hit this crotch. So I say that crotch is about 20. I'm going to go for this easier one just for video purposes. So that's about 12 to 15, probably 15 feet off the ground. So I take a look at the rope and I'm like, okay, 15 feet off the ground. It's going to need enough rope length to first make it to that crotch, and then give it a little bit more so it can get up over the crotch and down a little bit. Okay, so let's say that's 15 feet away. So take a look here. So it's about 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, one more. Okay, so now I have this whole thing in my hand like this, right? So now we're going to try to hit this crotch. So like I said, it's about probably 15 feet off the ground, right? So you get this in your hand however feels most comfortable for you, right? It's nice if you can hold this. If you can hold this in the one hand and the coils in the other so they don't get mixed up, but you find what works for you. All right, so I'm going to do it all in one hand. Okay, ready? One, get a nice smooth motion going. Have your target in sight. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Okay, so that was actually perfect. I'm going to take this off so I can show you guys. So you can't really see where I hit the crotch too well. Okay, but look at this. Got this right down here now. Okay, so now this is actually, I put enough slack in those coils in my hand to where I can reach this now. So now I have it, right? Check that out. So another thing you could do, what we'll do is we're going to pull up on this rope. Okay, we're going to pull up on this. Now let's take a look. See where that rope is? Now watch, because of that weight that I have on there, we can flip this rope up and it'll jump down. Okay, a couple more times. That rope is right at hand level, you're good to go. So another thing you could do with this, with what I was saying, is why I tied this weight on here, is because it gives you a little bit more versatility to work with. All right, so if I made this to where it wasn't isolated and it came down, I could, if it didn't reach the ground, then it would be a problem, because whenever you don't have a knot on the end of a rope to grab and you just have the single piece of rope, then there's nothing for the pole saw to hook onto. So you're kind of in a predicament there. So that's just one way to do it. This is Anthony with Synertree. Thanks for watching.